We're live, Bubba. We're live, buddy. Yeah. Barbie! Hey, bud. Get the live loaded on my phone. Nope, that's not what I did. There we go. Hey, bud. Really? Really? You just had to poop, huh? You were on your cage for like 20 minutes. You couldn't have pooped over there? You couldn't have pooped on your cage? No? You had to poop when you were on my shoulder? In a nice shirt? Silly boy. Silly boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bubba. Get the live shared out. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, burr, burr. Alright, live shared out. Good deal. Hey, Turtle, what's up? How's the fam and the pups? There we go. Get those headphones off. I don't need them right now. Hey, buddy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. You're my little buddy. Hey, Zach and Berber. Hello. How's it going? How are you? How's y'all's Wednesday going? Hey, buddy. Are you a good boy? Are you my buddy? Are you my buddy? Berber, today's Wednesday. You know what that means, right? You get a WALNUT. Yeah. You had a 13-hour day. Damn. 3D printing stuff. Nice. What'd you make? I can't wait until the day. I'm sure we'll get there at some point where I can connect my brain either to AI or whatever, and I can like think of what I want to build and then have it build it. I would be unstoppable. Because obviously I can't use whatever the programs are that like CAD, because it's all visual. And there's no one local that I know where I could be like, hey, I want to make this, and then sit down with them and have them create it. But I was looking on some websites, and there are some like, I mean, obviously there is, but like there's publicly available like CAD files for 3D printing, and they got some interesting stuff. I found braille dice, like not like 6-sided, but like 20-sided, 10-sided, all that stuff. So for like playing D&D, but if I were to play D&D now, I'd just use a number generator, especially for like online D&D groups or Shadowrun or whatever. Pathfinder. Hello, hello. Doggy ice cream. What? I didn't know they made doggy ice cream. That's so rad. Neuralinks, yes. I signed up for their study. Didn't get anywhere with it though. And their first human trial went pretty well. I mean, they had some problems, but I never expected it to be perfect. But just the fact that they were able to like get it to work with a human brain is pretty awesome. So I figure one question I have about Neuralink, and I've yet to find an answer, is as they keep developing it, right? So if I get like the first approved version that actually is like super workable, and then they come out with a new version that's better, am I able to upgrade? Or if I get the the first version, am I stuck with that first version for the rest of my life? Like, can they install a new hardware? Like, obviously they can upgrade the software, duh. But like, am I stuck with that hardware, the first version of the hardware? Because if so, I'd wait a little bit. I figure I'm gonna wait. Once they get Neuralink totally approved and insurance will cover it, I'm gonna wait a little bit for them to get it better. I don't think in my lifetime it'll ever be good enough to be like good enough for me to drive. But it'd be great to just be able to walk around and not have to use a cane. Like if they can get the DPI, not DPI, sorry. Yeah. Like if they can get it so that it actually does like decent rendering of images in real time, that'd be rad. And Neuralink isn't the first like BCI, brain computer interface. There was one a few years ago that they installed in a lady, and she was able to see not pretty well, but like more than what she could. She was able to like see a ball flying through the air and stuff like that. They ended up taking it out after 6 months though, which would piss me off. Hey, we give you vision, now we take it away. And I think Microsoft a while back was working on like a neural mesh. I don't know whatever happened with that. I vaguely remember that they were working on a neural mesh to interface with the Xbox. They were developing it for gaming purposes for some reason. Yes, I am totally blind. My eyes are prosthetics. Short story, I'll keep it brief, is at a month old I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, which is cancer of the retinas, in both eyes. Go me, overachieve, that's my motto. They treated it with radiation, cryogenics, lasers, all cool sci-fi sounding stuff that didn't work. At age 1, my right eye and optic nerve were taken out, and at my left eye was like, hold my beer, and it accelerated, and they took out my left eye and optic nerve by age 2. because once retinoblastoma hits the optic nerve and travels to the brain, it's fatal. So they had to take out the eyes and the optic nerves. And optic nerves are really tricky to like grow and to attach. So they wouldn't be able to transplant a donor's optic nerves because they just don't have the technology or the biomedical ability to put a nerve into your visual cortex and have it attach properly, and then also attaching to a natural organic eye. So the next step would be something like a BCI, which would put electrodes directly into the visual cortex and have it. Each electrode would be like a dot or a pixel, and so the more electrodes you can implant, the better the image would be. And I think Neuralink from what I read, they could do like 100 electrodes. I think I might have that wrong. So the rendering of real-time imagery would be pretty minor, but still pretty amazing. I think they were trying to aim for 10,000 at one point. And the problem with electrodes is your body wants to reject them because it sees it as a foreign object. So you eventually have electro fatigue, and it can actually create like a scar in the area of the brain that it's being implanted into. So they're still working on like a way to keep the brain from rejecting the electrodes, but better than nothing. You can make models from a scanner on your phone. Sweet, that's awesome. You had a friend create a dice roller in, what's that last word? Discord, maybe? That's cool. I created a dice roller in a mud client called Mush Client. And I also created one in Python. Well, okay. I had Gemini create one in Python because it was a little above my coding knowledge at the time. So I had it create one, and then I went in and looked at the code to see how it did it. And it works, sort of. The first version wasn't accessible, so I had to go in and tell Gemini, like, hey, remember, we're making this accessible for screen readers. And the second version turned out pretty good. I thought pup cups were just whipped cream, though, not ice cream. Before Bobby got diagnosed, Bobby's my roommate's dog, by the way. Before he got diagnosed with stomach problems, he used to get pup cups when we go to Starbucks, and he loved that shit. I love watching videos of like a puppy getting a pup cup for the first time. It's so hilarious. I know my friend will give her dog she'll put like frozen fruit in a blender and like blend it up a little bit and then feed her dog that, and the puppy loves it. So that'd be like a sorbet, I guess. It's like an Italian iced bacon and cheese flavor. Ugh. I'd try it, I guess. Why not? Wouldn't be the first time I ate like dog food on purpose. Hey, pepperonis smelled delicious. All right, I wanted to see if it tastes like beef jerky, and it kind of does. You do dumb stuff when you're a teenager, adult, whatever. Yep, I'm blind. Lost my eyes due to cancer by the age of 2. Yeah, if Microsoft can make a neural mesh, go for it. I'm not against that. It's just crazy to think that Microsoft has like a biomedical branch of the company. And again, this was a few years ago, so I don't even know if they got anywhere with it or if they're even still working on it. So Android, iPhone, Mac, Windows, and Linux all have programs built in, except for Linux, you have to install it, that turn what's on screen from text into synthetic speech, which is being piped into an earbud. And anywhere I touch my phone is announced, read out. And then for like images, I can have my phone describe an image. It uses onboard AI to describe the image. So to make sure I'm using the right camera, I will have it describe the screen. Although I wish it did better at like telling me if the angle is good or not for like the lives, but still better than nothing. You love my bird? Thanks. His name is Oreo. He's a 22-year-old Red Lord Amazon. He's the king of all birds. You shall bow down and worship him. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be cool to have a 360-degree headband that's a sensor for blind people. So they kind of have that. Except it does like the front half. So 120. And it's meant to detect objects above your chest. So like the cane is supposed to detect objects below, like down low, and then this headband detects objects that you might hit your head on, and it has haptic feedback. I've never used one because when I looked at them, they were kind of pricey, and I just can't afford that. But I have talked to people who've used them, and they're pretty good. Meta glasses also have real-time feedback, so you can like walk around. I can do it on my phone too, but you can. It just glasses are a more point of view platform, but you can have the AI tell you what's in front of you and around you. Again, can't afford Meta glasses, so haven't tried it, but I have talked to a few blind people who used it. I was hesitant in the beginning. I'm still hesitant because it's Meta, and they're notorious for not having the best implement. Oh my god, I cannot talk. Implementation of stuff. So they implemented Be My Eyes, which is a third-party application. It originally started out with sighted volunteers helping blind people through the phone. They would have access to your camera, and then you could ask them like, hey, I'm here, I need to find like a bathroom, or I need to navigate through this busy lobby, or I'm going to point my phone at this menu, can you tell me what's on it? And then they also integrated AI into that as well, so now AI takes like the burden of most of that. And so the, Meta implemented that into their glasses, and I guess it's going pretty well. Again, I was hesitant because I'm not the biggest fan of Meta, but yeah. But pretty much anything that Meta glasses can do, I can do on my phone with an app called Lookout, which is by Google. It also uses onboard and cloud AI to do stuff. So like I can have it scan a document, or there's a text mode, which you can just point your phone at texts and it'll read what it sees. Document mode, it gives you feedback to like where to move your phone to scan the whole document. There's a currency identifier. There's explore mode, which you can just point your phone at something or wave it like around you and it'll tell you what it sees. You can also select like, hey, I'm looking for a car, or I'm looking for a door, a window, a trash bin, a chair. And then once it locates that object, as you move your phone, it'll be like, it is at 1 o'clock, or there's a black SUV at 11 o'clock. So it's got some pretty cool features. I'm waiting for them to implement face recognition. That'd be sweet. So you can like upload your friends' faces into it, and then it'll be like, Lacey is at 1 o'clock, or Bill is at 12 o'clock. And I think it'd be cool to build like a headband like you were talking about with like multiple cameras, and then you can like connect it into that app, and it can do like the 360 scan. That'd be sweet. Mezzo kicking my ass. All right, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. I really should embrace Discord more. We have a server. I know we were like when I first got Discord and built a server for the TikTok community that we were rocking and rolling in, and I was going to do some like Discord live events, but we just weren't getting the people over there, which is fine. Honestly, less work for me. But it'd be cool to like actually sit down and voice chat with people on Discord. That way it's not just me talking into a camera and you guys typing out responses. Company Christmas party tomorrow. Sweet. I guess it depends on your view on social interactions. I would not be a fan of that, but open bar sounds great if it's an open bar. I have all these cool like ideas that I'd love to implement. I just don't have the know-how or the money to like finance them. But eventually, hopefully, if I can either get a stable income or can find people who have money that will invest. But it'd be cool to build like a overall company that like works on developing accessible tech and tools. Like one of the areas that's lacking a lot is like science. There's not a lot of like science based tools as far as accessibility goes. There's this thing called like Quest Lab, I think, and it's from like the 1980s, I want to say 1990s. It's outdated, but you can hook like a bunch of sensors up to it and it'll like put it into text to speech. But it's like $5,000 to $10,000, and so like most schools won't pay for it really. But like it just sucks because there's a lot of people with visual impairments who would love to be working in like the science field, and there's just not a lot of accessible tech for that career choice. Lacey's my roommate / best friend. I probably should have said best friend first, but yeah, we're like connected at the hip. Ooh, pizza. Sweet. 2 drinks and a hors d'oeuvre and pizza. That'd probably get me there, maybe. I like quiet, intimate, like, group settings. Like, I went to a party with Lacey 2 weeks ago, last week, something like that. And there was like 10 of us. And it was so chaotic. I'm antisocial. I'm awkward. So, and it's people I didn't really know. Like I knew 2 of the people there, but they were like Lacey's friends, and it was his birthday, and I didn't really know anybody. But you know, I found common ground with most of them. So, it's just hard to be like what's the word I'm like it's a friend group, so there's a lot of like camaraderie there. Pretty sure I said that word wrong. And so when you're an outsider trying to not be part of that group but interact with that group, it's a little chaotic. Now I want pizza. The only pizza we have here is Domino's. Which Domino's is fine in a pinch, I guess. And they do deliver, but that's a price I can't justify. What I'd pay for Domino's would be literally like 2 weeks worth of groceries. Hi, bud. Hi. I wonder what Lacey's doing. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed going. It just sucked because everyone was drinking and I can't drink. Well, Lacey didn't really drink either. But I realized as I get older, being around drunk people when you're sober, oh, not the greatest. Domino's is expensive and I shop cheap. Literally, like, I will buy like 2 cases of mac and cheese and eat that for like 2 weeks. Cheetos mac and cheese on Amazon's like $14 or $12 for a pack of 10. So I'm perfectly fine eating mac and cheese for months at ends. I know it's not the healthiest, but I'm not a complicated cook. So I did get the crock pot ready, and I'm gonna go buy stuff to make stew, so do that. That way I'm eating more vegetables, and don't get me wrong, I love vegetables. I love it. I love salad, but I figure making a stew will be better than eating mac and cheese all the time. I spending 30 minutes to an hour cooking and then needing to like make more food later, it annoys the shit out of me. So whatever's simple and quick, that's my motto. I need to buy a rice cooker too, because I love rice. I'll eat rice all the time. So throwing rice in the rice cooker with some like thawed chicken and some vegetables and just eating that as a dinner lunch is good. Hi, Berber Meds?
If you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to right now.
No, we can do it now. Let's get the show on the road for WALNUT Wednesday. Oh, I guess I can say it now. Walnut Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, you want a walnut? Yeah. Plus, I gotta take a piss, so get you set up in the chair, go take a piss, get you some water.
Well, we left a little bit on there.
How's the gaming going?
We had to take a pause for cooking purposes.
Ah, what is she cooking?
Broccoli cheddar soup.
Ugh.
Okay.
What? You said it looked like throw up when you spilt it.
Yeah, but it's still delicious.
Alright. It's got broccoli. I'm not the biggest fan of broccoli. I like broccoli in like Chinese food. That's delicious.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Like a steamed or whatever they do to it. It's delicious.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, bro. I just don't like the texture of like broccoli. Hey, buddy. Hi, you ready for a walnut? Let me grab a towel for you. You know, I do this every time. I set it aside, get it ready for the show, and then I move it because I'm looking for something or whatever, and then it takes me a minute to find it. Here we go, buddy. Get your throne ready, good sir. There you go. Well, get the wrinkles out, because I know you don't like wrinkles. I know you don't like wrinkles. There we go. Alright, bud. Here you go, dude. Let me grab your walnut. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll do that in a second. The Walnut Wednesday is brought to you by Joe Jabroni. He sent Oreo a fuck ton of walnuts, and Oreo is ever grateful for that. So am I. I don't know if he's here. If he sees this on the replay, thank you, Joe. There we go, bud. Got a hole started for you. Give that beak of yours a workout. Get it all. Use the walnut as a trimming tool. And Berber, it's Walnut Wednesday.
Walnut, walnut, walnut,
I'm gonna get you used to these buttons so you can use them.
walnut, walnut, walnut.
Okay, here's the mic. Get it. Get it, buddy. Bro, I need a new phone, bud. Yeah, the fact that this phone has to stay on power all the time sucks. Hello, Zach. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. Hey, welcome back. New Year's going great. Does he only get one walnut a week? Not maybe twice a week. They're just really high in fat, so you gotta like do them in moderation because you don't want a parrot getting fatty liver disease and keep his weight controlled. Because Oreo only has 1 foot, you want to keep his weight as much as you can, as controlled as you can, so he's not putting all that weight on his stubby. So for those of you that don't know, Oreo has 2 legs, 1 foot. He's missing his right foot. He lost his foot right at the ankle. So he walks on his stubby, and you want to try to keep his weight as, not like low, but you want to keep it, you know, average, so that he's not putting all that weight on his stubby. And he's got arthritis because of the missing foot. So you just want to keep him as healthy as you can. Sometimes we'll do Walnut Wednesday, and I'll give him a walnut on Friday. It's the size of Oreo's head. You know, I never really thought about that, but yeah, they're pretty big. I think they are jumbo walnuts if they're the ones I'm thinking of. You like the shirt I'm wearing? Thank you. We have them available in our shop if you'd like to pick one up. ZachHertz.com/shop. Or ZachHertz.com/contribute if you want to see our merch, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Amazon wishlist. And if you do send us anything off the Amazon wishlist, we'll make a gift video shouting you out, showing off what you sent. If it's a snack for Oreo, he eats it in the video. Promote yourself, your small business, the cause you care about, your social media. We only use first names unless it's a username. So don't worry, we're not going to dox you. If you don't want us to make a video, put no vid or anonymous. So no vid, no video, and anonymous. We won't use anything of your names. What else? Yeah, ZachHertz.com/contribute has all of our like contribution links, merch, all that stuff. So check it out, and check out our website in general. We have like blog posts, we have Oreo's origin story, all that fun stuff. Plans for the parrot sanctuary I would like to open. Missed the Christmas live. Yeah, something went bad in that live, in the one Christmas Eve live, and I'm not able to upload them. I think I said something that YouTube didn't like, or I was playing music that YouTube didn't like. But if you want to see what we got for Christmas, there's 2 videos I just uploaded. Walnuts, 5 pounds of Crayola air dry clay, a spinning top, a fleece blanket, cuddle bones for Oreo's beak health, the pet buttons that you can record different messages and teach the pet how to use them. Oreo gets pissed off with those, so it's gonna take a while. Bobby dog loves them. He boops them with his nose. I feel like I'm missing something. But anyway, there's 2 videos up on the channel that I just uploaded that shows off what we got for Christmas. Alright, buddy, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss, okay? And get you some water. There. Hey, bud. Here's water for you, bud. There's some water for you. The buttons are genius, yes, until he bites the shit out of me. But yeah, they're pretty good. I want to try to get him to use them because then he can communicate better with me. Good thing I took a piss when I did it. I almost lost my piercing. Yeah, that would have sucked. That piercing is expensive. I don't want to lose that one, bud. That piercing was funded by people on TikTok. That's pretty sick. I have a whole list of piercings I want to get, Bubba. Yeah. Burr, is that a good walnut? I'm gonna have to quit vaping, big guy. Washington implemented a tax, and it added a 95% tax to vaping, well, nicotine in general. Boo! Boo, Washington, boo! So now a thing of vape juice is like $40. Boo, Washington, boo! A thing of Zins is like $10 now. Again, boo! I can't drink. I can't smoke herbage. Now you're taking away vaping? Rude. All it's going to do is increase the black market sale of nicotine. Go down to Oregon, buy it, bring it up, sell it. It might be illegal, but people are going to do it. Good job, Washington. Like a 10% tax, a 20% tax, fine. But 95? What the fuck? He doesn't do owl sounds. He barks, he quacks, he barks like a chicken. He's more of a whistler than anything. I can do owl sounds. That's my owl. You're welcome. We have a lot of owls around here. And ravens. I love ravens. Ravens are my favorite bird besides Oreo. Sorry, buddy. You're number one, though. Don't worry. During the summer, I'll put a microphone outside and record all night. Pretty cool. I've gotten some cool sounds off of it. I got an owl landing on our back porch. We have a roof over our back porch. And I got an owl coming in, landing, and eating something. I'm guessing a mouse. Like, you don't hear it flying, but you hear it land, and then you hear it, like, eating. Pretty sick. And then at, like, 3 in the morning, I got a great blue heron coming in and landing on our pond. It was, like, making a ruckus. That's how I know it was a great blue heron, because it was calling like crazy. Got some coyotes. I don't know if I got the bear raiding a trash can. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to go back and look. Hi, Zachner. Hello. I have no idea how to pronounce your username. Gisatello. Gisatello. And the way text-to-speech says it, I'm not going to be able to... yeah, that's the way text-to-speech says it. Favorite band? Jeez, there's so many I like. I'll give you a few because I can't pick one favorite of anything. Toy Dolls, Guttermouth, NOFX, AC/DC, Rob Zombie, Dirty Heads, Sublime, The Vandals, The Queers, The Pretty Reckless. I have a Spotify playlist on my website. If you go to zachhertz.com/music, you can see my YouTube music playlist and you can see my Spotify playlist. And they're both pretty similar. And it has like all the music I listen to like on a daily basis. OPM, Cottonmouth Kings, The Gorillas, Sneaker Pimps, Massive Attack. A lot of stuff from the 90s like Nirvana, Soundgarden, Audio Slave, Space Hogs. Oh, the Eels. Can't forget the Eels. Love that band. One Happy Berber, indeed. Is Fall Out Boy still around? I know they were like super popular when I was in high school. We listened to them a lot on the bus going in and going to school and on the way home from school. Our bus driver would let us bring CDs in, and like all the girls would bring in Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco. And My Chemical Romance. I brought in like AC/DC, Metallica, Motley Crue. But our bus driver had a rule. If the music had any cuss words in it, she would break the CD and throw it out the window. And we all thought she was joking until she did it to someone's CD. They brought in, I want to say NWA maybe. It was definitely like hardcore rap. And she snapped that CD and threw it out the window. Fortunately, it was a burned mix CD, so it wasn't like the actual album. Oh, I forget her name. That's sad. She was like awesome. I want to say Donna maybe. Like she was a pretty cool bus driver. You're going to see Slayer, Evanescence, and System of a Down. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I can't. How did I forget System of a Down? I love Sigaro, Aerials, Radio. I forget what that song's called. My bad. Old School Hollywood's good. I'm so bad with song names. Wait, Fall Out Boy's trying to build a prison? What? Did I read that right? That's one thing I wish I could do more is go to concerts. Concerts and stand-up shows. Like, if I, like, have disposable income, that's what I'll be doing with it. Like, trying to go to, like, a stand-up comedy show, like, every couple months, going to a concert once or twice a year. I love that shit. I was 8 or 9, and my dad got AC/DC tickets, and I begged him to take me. He's like, no. I was so pissed off. Because I loved AC/DC even back then. And the fact that they were touring, Jesus, I can't talk. Like, the fact that they were, like, doing shows, I was like, dude, that's awesome. When am I ever gonna get to see them? And my dad's like, nope, not a place for you. I'm like, boo. I'm like, dude, I was 8 or 9. You let me watch Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. The Exorcist. Like, how can I not go to an AC/DC concert? He just wanted a night away from me, I guess. But come on, dude. That'd be a sweet bonding moment. I fall asleep to, like, heavy metal. Oh, dude. Necrogoblicon. That dude has a sick podcast. John Goblicon. It's called the Right Now Podcast. I recommend it. He's a goblin. He interviews people. Pretty simple concept. There's like something about like punk and metal that just calms me down. I don't know what it is. I hate slow music. It drives me insane. Like upbeat, fast pace. For some reason just does something in my brain where I calm down. It's like relaxing. Burr, burr, burr. There's two genres of music I don't listen to. Opera and religious music. Cannot do it. And modern country. Can't really do modern country. It all sounds the same. Old school country, I'm down with. Johnny Cash, Hank Williams. I'm forgetting a bunch. Like 90s country's okay. Diamond Rio. Alan Jackson. There's other bands I'm forgetting that I used to listen to a lot as a kid. Oh, Sawyer Brown. Jazz is fine. I don't hate it, but it needs to be like kind of more of a fast-paced jazz, and it can't be like that. What do they call it? Freeform jazz, where it's just like everyone's playing like their own thing, but also together. What's it called? Like, there's some jazz that's pretty upbeat that's pretty rad. But like smooth jazz, can't do. The nurse in the nurse's office at my school would listen to smooth jazz, and I had a lot of headaches growing up due to all like the surgeries and stuff, and I would get headaches and go in there and lay down, and smooth jazz would like lull me to sleep just because it was so boring. Good night, Turtle. Sleep well. Enjoy that work party. Thanks for moderating. Appreciate that. Tell Mighty Roo and Luna good night. Give Luna, I almost said Mighty Roo. Give Mighty Roo some ear scritches for me. But give Luna some ear scritches for me. Buddy Bud. You're taking a while to eat that walnut, big guy. But I knew you would. Dude, we've almost done an hour on the live stream. Dang, this flew by quick. Have a good rest of the week. Thanks, Turtle. You too. I might do a live on Saturday or Sunday. Depends on what my weekend looks like. I'm going to try to implement 3 lives a week instead of 2. Maybe we'll do a Sitting Sunday live. That sounds fun. Bring those back. You're okay, bud. You're okay. My phone was just sitting in the chair. Hi, buddy. Hi, bud. Are you done? You didn't throw the walnut on the floor this time. That's good. Hi. Can I have a kiss? No? No kiss? Woof! Row, row! Row, 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 row! Are you not gonna talk to me? Huh? Woof! Are you done? Alright, let me get up. Alright, hold on. Let me go empty your water. Let me go empty your water. I'll be right back. Hey, big guy. Woof. When you bark, go woof. Row, 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 row. Are you still gnawing? Still eating? Is there anything left in that? You usually haul them out pretty good. Hey, dang, dude, you didn't put that big of a hole in it. How'd you get all that out without putting a bigger hole in it? What, you want it? Are you gonna throw it on the floor? It's empty, bud. It's empty. You can chew on it, though. Keep chewing on it. That'll help your beak. Yeah, we'll get that beak trim down. Gotta get you chewing on more stuff so we don't have to go to the vet every 3 months, which is like an hour away and cost me $40. Plus gas. Yeah. It's an emergency vet, which sucks because you'll be sitting in the waiting room and like people will rush in with like a pet medical emergency. Kind of sad. I kind of regret bringing it up, actually. Anyway, moving on. Y'all got any fun weekend plans? What about you, Berber? You got any weekend plans? Ooh, maybe we'll go to the beach again. We went to the beach over the weekend. That was fun. Yeah. We took you and Bobby to the beach. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I meant to get some video, but totally forgot. I'm easily distracted when we're at the beach. For being January, it's actually fairly nice. Like, when we went to the beach, it was like 55, something like that. It was warm enough where we could take Berber out in the backpack without worrying about it. Definitely getting some rain for sure. But yeah, it's not too crazy. Usually we get some snow around this time of year. And we still might. But we're definitely entering our rainy season. You're okay, bud. You're okay. Can I pick you up now? Scoop. Thank you for flying Hertz Airline. We get you there safely every time. You will not land upside down in Canada. Berber, we need a new chair. Yeah, we need a more comfortable chair. It's on my list of things that I need but can't get right now. So eventually, we'll get a new chair. Yeah? You gonna whistle? You're all full. You're all full of walnuts. Yeah. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, I've been up since 2 a.m. Yeah, I think. Let's see. When did I wake up? Come here, Fitbit app. Where are you? I'm so happy to have my Fitbit back up and running. My birthday is May 24th. Oreo's is June 1st. So we celebrate his birthday and my birthday on May 24th. We'll be doing a live stream, don't you worry. And if people want to send us gifts or cash, that is also okay. Who says no to gifts and cash? But my goal is to get a piece of German chocolate cake. I try to always get a piece of. I either try to get a German chocolate cake or a piece of German chocolate cake on my birthday. 2 years ago, maybe, I couldn't get German chocolate cake, but I got a German chocolate brownie, which was delicious. My inner fat kid was like super stoked because I'd never had a German chocolate cake brownie before. At least not that I remember. Or I need to start exercising again. Fibit, I don't want this. I got 13 hours of sleep. That is not right. Oh, maybe it's pretty right, because I crashed out pretty hard after being up for like 40 hours. I only got an hour and 25 minutes of deep sleep. Holy shit. 8 hours of light sleep. REM 3 hours. Awake 2 hours and 16 minutes. I woke up at 1:58 this morning. Okay, that makes sense. I'm 3 pounds below my weight goal. Or no, 6 pounds below my weight goal. Okay. God, Fitbit is so great for my ADHD. Instant results. When's your birthday, Maya? Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't realize we were that close to the wall. Between the two tripods set up. Not a lot of room right here, big guy. Tripods and fan. Got to keep the fan going to keep the light cool. August 21st. Okay, sweet. Hey, Joe, what's up? You just missed Oreo eating a walnut, but you can always go back and catch it on the replay, which should be available tomorrow. As long as YouTube doesn't be, like, annoyed. There's a reason my Christmas Eve and Christmas lives are not uploaded, because YouTube was like, and I was like, okay. It won't let me upload them, but I don't have any violations or notifications that say why, so not sure what's up with that, YouTube. I wonder if it was because I was playing music in the background, like Christmas music. Or if I said fuck too many times. Also, that used to annoy me about TikTok. I couldn't talk about like medical stuff. But like but TikTok, it's medical stuff that happened to me. Like, why can't I talk about that? At least YouTube, I have a little bit more freedom about what I can talk about. I still have to kind of talk around like certain words, but that's fine. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, really appreciate the gifts. Really, really appreciate that for sure. 110 degrees in Texas. Fuck that. That is one state I will never live in unless I'm getting paid big bucks. And if I live in Texas, I'm setting up solar panels and a wind turbine because I like electricity. Also, Ted Cruz annoys the shit out of me. Let's see, beaches in Texas, Corpus Christi, right? I think that's like the only city I know that has a beach, Corpus Christi. There's like a big, not big, there's like an island that everybody goes to during the summer. I forget what it's called. My buddy talked about it a lot. It's like a party island or something. Ooh, Jersey. Known for the Jersey Devil. And the Pine Barrens. It's a goal to leave here for sure. Yeah. Didn't they take away abortions? South Padre Island, that might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the whole abortions thing. It sucks. Like, if I was a lady, I would be leaving any state that takes away abortions for sure. But I got a vasectomy, so any lady I'm with doesn't have to worry about it. Also, I don't think Washington will ever get rid of abortions. Knock on wood, because we're pretty a liberal state. I mean, we definitely have a big Republican population, but we're pretty liberal for sure. Even our Republicans are liberal-ish. The Pine Barrens is one of the biggest floral deserts. Oh, that's interesting. It'd be cool to go there, actually. Like, we have a lot of rainforest here in Washington. Which is hilarious, because when I think of rainforest, I think of, like, parrots and primates. But instead up here we got cougars and wolves and coyotes and Bigfoot. Can't forget the Bigfoot, bro. They've taken so much, it's insane here. I am not comfy, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what we're doing right now. Like, I don't talk about politics, but what we're doing in this country is fucking insane. Like, we might own Greenland soon. Which, why? Why? Why do we need Greenland? We don't. You guys camp in the Pine Barrens all the time? Sweet. I haven't been camping in years. I don't hate it. I actually love camping. Although these days I want solid locked doors between me and whatever's out in the woods. I'm not really worried about like wildlife. I'm worried about the crazies that go up in the woods and do substances and are all wacko. Okay, maybe I'm afraid of Bigfoot a little bit. All right. Leave my Jack's Link's jerky alone, though. It's mine. Okay, so if you've not seen this video, I don't know what to tell you to look up. There's a guy on YouTube. It's weird because he has his content's so bizarre. So he uploaded this video a few years ago, and I don't know if it's a parody. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's like a comedy parody. I'm pretty sure. But he talks about going out into his back property where he has a bunch of woods and being intimate with a female Bigfoot. And the most quotable line from that video is jerking the ween. Like, the lady Bigfoot was jerking his ween. And that video, I play that video about every 4 months because it cracks me up. Me and my roommate both will, like, quote it to each other. But now his content is, like, he has a raven. Like, the dude has, like, a legit raven, I think named Fable or Mabel or something. So it's just weird that he went from that content to raven content. It is one of the best videos on YouTube. The ground is not dirt, it's all sand. Dang. So wait, what type of trees grow there then? I mean, it's called Pine Barren, so I'd assume pine trees, but what else grows there? Yeah, isn't there areas of it that are like toxic? Steel slag. It's interesting. So when I lived in Missouri, in the town I lived in, a bunch of lead all over the place because they were mining lead. And there's literally like just giant piles of, I guess you can call it slag, but it's like all the runoff from when they were washing the lead. The rivers are polluted because there's literally like lead all over the rivers because they're using the rivers to rinse off the ore. And a lot of people in that town have a lot of illness. And my family was perfectly healthy. Not perfectly, but my family was fairly healthy when we moved into that town. And then, like, my grandma got cancer, my grandpa got cancer, my dad got a tumor. Alzheimer's, dementia. Like, it's just insane how sick my family got after we moved there. I'm not saying that wouldn't have happened if we still lived in Washington, but just the rapid onset of illness that was rampant in my family after we moved there. Like, we had well water, and I know we got it tested a couple times, but, like, holy shit. Ooh, D&D camping? Hell yeah. That sounds like a good time. God, I want to play D&D. It's been so long. Mostly pine. Nice. Also, the house we lived in, someone was making schmeth in before we bought it. Like, downstairs was a giant lab. And interesting fact about that, it doesn't leave the walls. It, like, seeps into everything. So, it off-gasses for years and years after. So, that also probably played a part. Yeah, we didn't know that. My grandpa did not know that, and the real estate agent didn't disclose that when we bought the house. And we only found out because we went to a family reunion, and one of my distant cousins, was like, "Oh yeah, you bought that house? Cool." And he like started describing the layout of the house, and we're like, "How do you know that?" And he's like, "Oh, we did a raid on it because he's a cop." He's like, "We did a raid on it, and the basement's bright pink." And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, they were cooking in the basement, and they dumped a bunch of shit out in the pond." I was like, "Cool." And we literally were out cleaning the barn, behind the barn where they supposedly had pigs. And dude, we dug up so much crap, like knives, shotguns, meat hooks, other weird shit. And I'm like, if I didn't know better, I'd say this is the hunting ground for, or the like the processing plant for a serial killer. It was just insane. Who knows what they're up to? Hey, bud. I was so stoked to leave that fucking state. As soon as I could get out, I got out. I got back to Washington. I'd rather live on the streets of Washington than live in that state. Like, fuck that. I guess if I lived in like a major city, it'd be fine. But I do not want to live in rural Missouri. Like, St. Louis is okay, I guess. They have good food. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to get him used to those buttons. He bites the shit out of me every time he sees them. But I think if I just keep hitting them, and then giving, like, because I have one for the walnuts and one for the Nutriberries. So I think if I keep hitting them before I give him the snack, he'll start to get used to them. That's what I do for, like, all the shit he doesn't like. So we'll get him there. Bob Dog loves them. Bob Dog will boop him with his nose. I might give Lacey one or two, so that way we can, like, teach Bobby to hit him when he has to go to the bathroom. It'd be cool if we could teach him to, like, one button for poop, one button for piss. That'd be cool if we could teach him that. Berber, remind me to start using Discord more, bud. If we can get people on the server, might do some like content over on the server. Yeah, do some voice chats or video chats. That way we can like actually talk to people instead of being in front of a camera doing text chat. Maybe we can find a DM and do some Discord D&D or Shadowrun or Pathfinder. But no Vampire Masquerade. That game weirds me out. The buttons you can record. There's like a button on the. I'm gonna get bit when I show you this. But there's a little button on the back, and you press it. Stop! Stop! You're gonna fall, dude. You're gonna fall. Stop. Anyway, there's a button on the back. You press it. It beeps once. You record the message, and then you let go. And then that's the message that they hear when they press the button. Like I did it. I recorded it to say, Bobby give kiss. And Bobby booped it with his nose, and then he gave me a kiss. Why are you so aggressive, dude? Those buttons are going to mean a lot for you. Once you get used to them, you're going to love those buttons. It's going to annoy the shit out of me because you're going to constantly hit them like, walnut, 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 walnut. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. Food, 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 food. Hi. Dude, you bit my shoulder. That shit hurts. No, that shit hurts, dude. I don't bite you. No, I don't bite you. I'm so nice to you. Mm, 3.5. Dude, it's been a long time since I played 3.5. The only player's handbook I can find is for 5th edition. I can't find a 3.5 handbook, unfortunately. I wish Wizards of the Coast made their shit more accessible, but they don't. Boo, Wizards of the Coast. That's why I like Pathfinder, because you can find a lot of the material online for free. Dude, Bobby's smart. Hello. Hi. Dude, he's full of sass and violence. That's what this Berber's all about. That's how he gets his point across. 3.5 for 20 years, dang. I've been playing MUD since 2005. Not the same, but... Hi! Hello! Woof! Woof! Wow, wow, wow! Wow, wow, wow! Wow, wow, wow! Old Nick Oreo had a farm, E-I-E-I-O Oreo, and on that farm he had a chicken, E-I-E-I-O Oreo, and with a bok here and a bok there, here a bok, there a bok, everywhere a bok. Old Nick Oreo had a farm, E-I-E-I Oreo, and on that farm he had a duck. E-I-E-I Oreo with a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. That's all you get, buddy. Wow. Dude, you put holes in this shirt too, dude. I'm gonna have to go buy all new shirts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy all new Oreo shirts. I think my favorite to play D&D is like, I love a rogue. Love rogue. It'd be cool to play Artificer though. I've never played one. They seem rad though. I'm really curious to see, I haven't really looked into it, but I'm curious to see what Critical Role's game looks like. I think, what is it called? Daggerheart? I'm curious to see, I'm assuming you have to pay for the material, but I'd be curious to see if any of that's accessible. I've been working on a TPRG to make it accessible, but I got so many things up in the air, like, I really have no time to work on it. But I was building it as I was writing a fantasy book, and my goal was to, like, use the book to create the world and then build the mechanics of the game around that. But there's a lot of math and work that goes into building a TPRG, and oof, we all know my math skills. Thank God for Excel. I was building Excel sheets like crazy. I want to say it's Pathfinder, maybe Pathfinder 2, where you can do Rogue, and then you multi-class into a wizard, and you get greater invisibility. And so you're like completely invisible during combat. And so you're getting sneak attack damage with every hit. And that's pretty rad. I just made a wizard on the mud I play. I've never really played one. I played one like many years ago. But I'm actually kind of finding it fun. It's pretty sweet. Though, my favorite is a thief. I love my thief on that game. I bankroll all my characters with that thief. He just roams around stealing shit and fencing it. Though I need to get his skill for stealing up higher so I can steal better shit. Hey, buddy, bud. Oh, I need to check Instagram. I need to see if there's any messages in Instagram. Hey, big guy. I should set up a Google number so people can text me. I used to have one. I don't know whatever happened to it. I think it expired. Oh, I know what happened to it. So I set up a Google number so people could call in and leave voicemails to play on the live. And then a lot of people weren't doing that, so it expired. But it'd be cool to set up a Google number for people to text back and forth. Because if people text me, I'm going to see it quicker than Instagram. And it's a Google number, so no one's getting my personal number, which is sweet. Or my other phone number. Technically a business phone number, but whatever. More comments below, then show them. What? Oh, all my social media is on my website. It's up at the top. I would say left-hand side, maybe right-hand side. It has my Instagram, my Discord, other stuff. Oh, I think it has my Threads, my TikTok, which I haven't used Threads in forever. What's that other one? Oh, Blue Sky. I haven't used Blue Sky in forever either. I just created an account so I could get the name, so no one else could steal it. My Mastodon might be up there, even though I don't use Mastodon because I don't understand it. A bunch of different servers. What? How are people supposed to find me then? Hey, big guy. Or however it goes. There's a badass video of someone playing Duel of the Fates. It's a electric guitar and bagpipes. Love that video. It came out years ago, but it's still pretty sick. It pops up every now and then. All right, we've been alive. We've been on stream for an hour and 32 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to go take another piss, grab some food, start winding down, get this little guy wound down for bed. Maybe do some gaming. We'll see. And then once I get him to bed, go watch TV with Lacey and the Bob Dogs, if she's not sleeping. Burby bro, Oreo. Yeah, man, glad you're here too. I might do a Sunday live, hopefully, maybe a Saturday live. We'll see. Depends on how my weekend goes and my sleep schedule. My insomnia has been insane. But yeah. If not, we'll catch you guys next Wednesday. Oh no, we're doing a Friday. Wait, no, yeah, we're doing a Friday live. Never mind. We're doing a Friday live. I forgot that was. For some reason, I thought today was Friday. Anyway, doing a Friday live. We'll probably do a Sunday live, hopefully. And then, obviously, next Wednesday, which will be a Walnut Wednesday. Now that we have a sweet supply of those, we'll be doing a Walnut Wednesday for as long as we have them. Yeah. Check out ZachHertz.com for all of our social media information, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Amazon wishlist, merch. You guys know the deal. Has other stuff up there, too. Well, oh yeah, it has like resources for visually impaired people, sort of. I need to get blindwiki.org up and running again and build that site back out. What else? Catch us on our Friday live, and yeah, be safe. Huge shout out to the mods tonight. Turtle, thank you for moderating. I know you've already gone to bed, but I always like to show my appreciation for the mods who do this voluntarily. Appreciate y'all. I haven't seen Barbara tonight, unfortunately. What else? When you get low on the walnuts, re-up them. Hell yeah, thank you. Oreo will appreciate that. Spoiled little brat. Working Eagles playoff game? Sweet, that'll be fun. Good night, Maya. Good night, Joe. Y'all be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. Laugh at yourselves, and more importantly, laugh at other people. That's my motto. We will see you when we see you next. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Very short list. Don't break any laws if you can't do the. Don't do crime if you can't do the time. Fuck that up. Remember to worship your Lord Oreo. Send him your prayers. He might answer them. Who knows? Remember, tithe 10% to the Church of Oreo. Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to be cute and funny before I end the live. It's not working. That's what all my exes said too. Oh, Lord Oreo shirt. Might do that. Part of that is I need money to build merch. So once we start monetizing the channel, we'll be able to put out some more merch, hopefully. Anyway, we love you all. Take care. Peace out. See ya.